I have a 2014 Dodge, and the customer had a Scat Pack put on it, stage 1 to stage 2, I guess. There's a little bit difference there. They swap out the cams, put headers on them. Brought it in, the tuning was not up to par, so we're gonna get that sorted out. Just by first little drive here, it's trimming pretty hard and negative. We're just trying to pull 30% fuel, so we'll see if we can get it fixed. So all the work was done at the Dodge dealership, and the customer just didn't feel quite right with how it ran. By the looks of it, intuition was correct. So the fuel trims on the long terms right now are pulling 13%. Typically you want to be plus or minus 10% is kind of factory standard, tuning standard. A lot of guys try to be within 5% on fueling. It takes a little bit of work, but it's actually not overly hard. Every system operates a little bit different. How the Chrysler ECM interprets data versus the GM, how it interprets data. Jumping between the two platforms can sometimes get a little tricky. If you understand the basics behind it, it's not bad. Tuners, they'll turn off long terms, which it's not a bad thing. Like if I have a turbo car, which they're pretty common for leaks, I'll turn off the long-term trim so it doesn't learn a bad habit, because that value gets added or subtracted from your power enrichment and could cause a lean condition. And that's not likely, but it is a possibility. So you try to remove any and all possibilities that cause a failure or cause a car to drive bad. And right here is subtracting 14% on the long terms and 14% on the short terms, 28%. And I don't know if they sent this off or if they tried to do it themselves. There's no reason for this with a cam to be, or what they think is a cam to be idling this high. I mean, it sounds stock. Yeah, I'm just taking way less pedal input to drive now because it's not so lethargic. That sounds good for lunch, Jared. Jersey Mike's, because I got a bunch of free sub cards that can be used by the 30th of the month. You want a free sub, Jared? Yeah. These don't have a smooth VE table like a GM. Like I said, they interpret data a little bit different. That's why the neural network goes into play. But in the neural network, it's not even a direct tuning thing. It's kind of like virtual VE where it uses algorithms, but you have to use the neural network trainer for these. We'll do a rip on the old racetrack up here. Closed course. Yeah, closed course. Look good. So now we can ship it back to the customer and give them bad news. After we got the fuel trims fixed, which were 30% off in places, we're down to like 3% correction. So it looks really good, pulls good. Fortunately, the customer doesn't have a Cinderella ending to his story. The either valve guide seals are bad, and or he's got some rings that are broke because it chooches oil on startup. But he mentioned that ahead of time, that he thought something was up, and something was definitely up. The end.